Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to talk about true rest. Imagine you're driving down the interstate and you see a family hitchhiking on the road. You think to yourself, I should really pick them up. So what do? You give them a ride. But you know you're not supposed to pick up hitchhikers. Well, you decide it's the right thing to do anyway. So you put the family in your car, you drive 60 miles down the road, and you drop them off at their desired destination. But as you drive off, you see them walk directly to a cop. They point to your car. They've told the cops you helped them, and now you are in trouble. That story is ridiculous. That could never happen. Getting in trouble for doing the right thing? Well, Jesus experienced the same treatment in John chapter 5. Here's what John records there. The man went away and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had healed him. And this was why the Jews were persecuting Jesus, because he was doing these things on the Sabbath. But Jesus answered them, My Father is working until now, and I am working. So Jesus has healed the man who has been ill or crippled for 38 years. But he did it on the Sabbath. And the Jews, the Jewish religious leaders, they were mad at Jesus. The man has no idea who healed him until Jesus comes and finds him. Jesus says, You are healed. It was me. Just don't miss the real healing for your soul. Well, the man is so impressed by Jesus' kindness that he immediately goes to the Jews and says, It was Jesus. It was him who healed me. It's not my fault. I broke the Sabbath laws because Jesus didn't to me first. Well, Jesus, he has the ultimate response. He says, You know that God rested on the Sabbath, not for his benefit, but for ours. Today, God is still at work, and that's why I am working too. Jesus is saying, I am God. To deny doing good on the Sabbath is cruel. That is the game of religion. You see, Jesus did not come to destroy the law. One of the 10 Commandments was to keep the Sabbath. Jesus knew it. God wrote it. And according to Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, Jesus came to fulfill the law, not destroy it. It's in Jesus' work on the cross we can stop working for salvation. We find true rest in God's grace. That's the real Sabbath rest. And because Jesus came to fulfill the law, we're not under legalistic rules. So here's my challenge for you today. Rest in God's grace. Today, we could be like the Jews who were getting all worked up in legalism. Yes, it's true, we are called to obey God out of love. But tacking on hundreds of additional laws, it's not going to save anyone. It's only going to frustrate. Instead, the better way is to rest in God's grace. Jesus offers the real miracle, peace with God. It's a gift. All you have to do is believe. When you believe it, you can rest in God's grace. And when we do this, friend, we will win the day.